Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to our power, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Makar call all them Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Makar. That's in the ancient Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to all the brothers and out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. To all that believe in this gospel, shalom. Brother Zach from Camp James, Jamaica. And this lesson, God's will be entitled it, why this is truly the end of the world, How do we know this is the end of the world? And it was mainly inspired somewhat, by a conversation I had with an individual, at camp yesterday. And he basically, him not believe somewhat, that him or him try to deny, what you call it now, I think the term is cognitive dissonance. Like you deceive yourself, you tell yourself something exists or something is not the case for the comfort of your own mind, something to that effect. I'm not sure if that's a definition of, or that the term that should be used, But indeed, from Uban, people been saying, gotta come, gotta come, gotta come. And he's not here as yet, However, the scripture tells us to basically measure the time, Because even all the prophets, Esdras, roughly 2,500 years ago, their hope for basically the end of the world, so to speak. The apostles, roughly 2,000 years ago, when Yahushua died and rose, he said, I know you're going to restore the kingdom unto Israel, which that's basically the end of the world, and that's the kingdom of heaven, But first, we want to get some understanding of what the end of the world is actually referring to. Is it that the planet Earth going to be blown up? Is it may start colliding planet Earth and it get destroyed? Let's find out. So, the scripture in the book of Matthew 24 and 3 speak about the end of the world, right? Disciples ask about the end of the world. When Yahushua is going to return, because Yahushua is returning in the end of the world, so to speak. This is Matthew 24 and 3. It says, And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world, and the end of the world, sorry. So I'm ask a question, tell me when they mess up me we talk about the destruction, that you refer to. Now the restoring of the kingdom of heaven and your second return. Give us some signs we're supposed to look for. So the end of the world that's actually referring to here, I'm on the service now. So I won't be able to pull up the word. But the world here is actually referring to the Greek word aeon, which go back to a time frame. Each kingdom have a time frame. Each nation have a time frame when them get for rule. When you read the book of Daniel, the second chapter, Daniel, not the entire chapter really, but even Daniel, the 7th chapter, you speak or prophesy about, kingdoms that's going to rule, and then which kingdom will come after them, and which after them, and then you speak about the last kingdom, that's going to be set upon the earth, that's going to have a world without end, you know. So their age going to be an everlasting age. Let's get that real quick. We're going to go to Isaiah. That's it again. 45. And 17, it says, but Israel, and just to put it out there, the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, and Latinos, according to biblical prophecy, we fit who the scripture refer to as the Israelites. Because it speak about some curses, some things going to befall some set of people, and by a process of elimination, we fit those persons. And also, even the so-called white man, which is the Edomite, you know, they are the biblical Edomites, you know, and this lesson going to build on that, you know, right? I have an understanding who are the Edomites and who are the Israelites, you know, if you have an understanding what the end of the world mean, you know. Alright, so it says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You know, so the saving we're going to get, we'll never need saving anymore again. That's going to be it. It says, ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So the world, when we get saved, as is written, everlasting salvation, we're going to have what? A world without end. An age or era, rulership without end. You know, that's what's coming. Alright, when we rule. When Yahweh shall return, instead of the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be an age without end. You know? So, let's get this now. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 6. Inside of 6. It says, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other, but me also. Right. It says, by me also they shall be ended, and by none other. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follow it? So the first kingdoms will come upon the face of the earth. Couple ages, you know, couple nations going have them time, they're going to rule. So Ezra asks, what going to be the time frame? You know, when them people are come rule, lose rulership, and then what follow after the everlasting kingdom, the kingdom of Israel. You know, the beginning of it that follow it. And he said unto me, from Abram unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So going back to the two key players that I referred to earlier, Esau, or Edom, and Israel. Esau basically is the progenitor for the Edomite race, and Israel, or Jacob, is the progenitor for the Israelite race, which are the so-called Negroes and Americans, Latinos, mainly. We know people scattered all over the earth, all look like everybody. According to prophecy as well. So this is really done by the Spirit. It says, reading it again, it says, and he answered, and he said unto me, from Abram unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So Esau, the so-called white race, is the end of the world, the end of the ages, really. And Jacob, which is going to basically be the next ruler, right? Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So we going to rule next. But our rulership, according to the prophecy, going to be an age. Basically, our kingdom now come to an end. The nation now take way over and rule afterwards. Right? That's why the scripture in Isaiah 61 speaks about Yahushai, 61 or 63. Now read this to me, that's one confirm. I'm saying the wrong place. I think that's 63. Yeah, 63. So the prophecy in Isaiah 63, it speaks about Yahushua returning in these last days to a rulership of the Edomites. To stay here. Because they going to rule and Yahushua going to return and take them out of rulership. So when you speak about the end of the world, that's what it's actually referring to. When the last set of nations, which are basically ended by the Edomites, because we have the Assyrians, or the Egyptians, if you will, basically Amite. Then you have the Assyrians. Then Babylonian kingdom really run by Assyrians, the chief leaders. Then you have the Medes. You have the Persians, which is basically Elamites. Then you have the Greeks, which is basically Japhet, to some degree, And then Esau come in and rule, as latter Grecians like Ptolemy and when you call brother there, Alexander the Creep, in general, them basically were Edomites. So the scripture say evils multiply when them come on the scene, And then after you have the Roman Empire, Edomites again. Up today, you have like NATO, the EU, America, Russia, right? And even the pre-nations like China, them people in the Middle East like Saudi Arabia, Iran, chiefly they're being ruled by Esau. Because scripture speaks about the world or the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. When you go to Job 9 and 24, and according to Malachi 1 verse 4, reveal unto us who are the wicked. The nation of Esau, Edom, shall call them the border of wickedness. So the earth is given to their hands because I feed them time for rule. The Most High set up one, pull down another one. He must set up the Edomites now. If you have him son, Yahweh shall pull them down. So now we have an understanding of what the end of the world mean. Now let's go into how we know for all of the ages throughout the world, the times, this is really the time when the Edomites rule, which we still rule today, and also Yahushua is about to return, to set up his kingdom, the final prophecies. And it's all about, as the scripture says this, when we go to Second Ezra 9, because Ezra was really concerned about the times, prophecies, Israel basically being ruled, Israel coming out of slavery, the end of the world. So this is 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou shalt see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then, so when you see the signs, same signs them way, Yahushua told unto the disciples, and then come and ask, how we know when you're sure for you soon return? Tell what to look for. It's like you're driving. You don't sure where you go, but you ask, how may I know when I'm near to reach the hotel? Or I'm near to reach the XYZ destination? So don't worry, man. You have to one big old sign, mark XYZ, or you go past one school, or you go past one church, or you go past one big old pond or a lake. And then right after that, you see me, you're going to make a left turn. Immediate left. And once you make the left turn there, you see me, you're going to see big and bold right in front of you. Can't miss it. Those are basically signs. Right? So Yahushua basically gave the disciples signs to look forward for. And now it's them will manifest. For example, when we go to it, in the book of Matthew 24 and 3 once more, it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So even during the time of World War I, World War II, you see me, the Cold War, and even since now, which would come on the scene now there, you see me, which is a part of the prophecy as well, Israel waking up. It's a part of the major prophecy if you know when they literally see the end. According to Malachi Revelation 7, he speaks about holding back the ultimate destruction which is going to cause by thermonuclear missiles, until the elect being sealed, until the elect having this wisdom. So we know if the elect now have this wisdom, if the elect will get sealed, get taught this doctrine is written, this gospel shall be preached throughout all the earth, then shall the end come. So the end can't come unless this word is being pushed on a massive scale in regards to the elect, which is a small few. We get it, So though we will see the war that take place here and running on a firebomb, you see me? Israel running on a firebomb, Russia running on a firebomb, America bomb people for a long time. Yeah, you've been hearing all of these things. Because the scripture tells us that the end is not yet. He says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. See, a lot of people are dead for a long time. You see people are dead for a sure. See, but tell you that happen. And pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So the scripture tell we say, when you see them things happen, it's just the beginning. Things just warm up. That's why now we see them intensify. So yeah, from we granny born and got church and dead, we hear about war and rumors of wars and famine and earthquakes and all of that, yeah. But now we see things are up on a higher frequency, And while it's being done on a higher frequency, we see some other things that take place as well. For example, the world going into a digital phase. So we fulfill what? Revelation the 13th chapter, 16 verse on down. That never happened in the past, where countries are basically pushed for the digital currency. That has never been the case. So with that being done, World War III being staged, use the word stage, alright, that play out, the famine now, the pestilences, the earthquakes, alright, uproars of the people, right, and the elect being sealed, with all of that happen, then we don't know say yours, but that's thing we always hear them shit happen. But now all of this are come at once. You see me? And the scripture tells us that we won't be saved out of this specific time that's coming, the time of Jacob's trouble. You know? So I'm going back now to 2 Ezra 9 in the 2. He says, then shall thou understand that is the very same time when the heights will begin to visit the world which he made. So it's a beginning process. It's not a one day thing. It's a sequence of things going to transpire. And it tells us all the Most High visit the earth. Storms, pestilence, It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, when you see them things are gone, and not really the end, but guess what? It is initiating the end of the world. It's a process. So that's why we've been seeing it happen all over. I've been seeing it happen for a long while. Verse 4, it says, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world at the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, and even reading this, for example, watching movies, you can tell when the movie has come to an end, because it reaches something called a climax. You see me? When certain things start manifesting in the movie, certain things start get revealed in the movie. So yeah, man, it's about to come to an end now. Yeah, it might not be the immediate end, or might be, you might can't tell how far into the movie then let's say put it up and look, right? But at least you can tell say, oh yeah, this really not much far to go. Easy, because everything already showing in the movie. So might as well wrap it up. And that is where we're at in this world right now. We're there on the wrap up stages now. Everything will happen, and it's like, how far can it go? And we'll put a major prophecy to show you say how we know we're literally that close. It says, then is manifest, even so, the times also of the heights of plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. So the signs we see, are the manifestation at the end. Because this is what happens when our age is coming to an end. Right? And this is the last age, the age of the so-called white man. Because you see them a rule. So like